He's the smooth talking, jive walking, banana eating, trellis building, your one and only favorite morning host, the farmer with the most, your vegan buddy. It's Adam Josh. Hello, everyone. Hello, hey, and welcome to the Morning Banana Show, number 171. We are here in the mountains of Portugal on a beautiful sunny morning in the harsh cold winter where I have to wear flip-flops, shorts, and a t-shirt. Sun is rising right behind us. I couldn't have planned it better. The sun rises over that way to the east, and we got west that way. Obviously, north is over there. South that way, now that we have gone through the directions. Yeah, allow myself to reintroduce myself. My name is Adam Josh. That's what my mama named me. I have a website called adamjosh.com. Surprisingly, it was available when I was looking for websites online. I also own the website mindballs.org. I'm a lot of things, you know. I'm an investor, I'm a farmer, I'm a musician. I used to play drums in a lot of bands. I'm a certified technician, you know, and for years of my career, I was in the technical fields. And I went vegan about over 10 years ago. And after going vegan, I started thinking more about sustainability. Of course, being a technician and a vegan, sustainability starts looking a little bit different than you might imagine. And, you know, I've been with Desiree now for 9 years, and I actually went vegan before I met Desiree. And her and I have agreed on a lot of things, and one of them is we love farming, we love growing our own food. And I've always had a vision of being able to grow tropical food. Like, you know, I like bananas, I like oranges. And I had this idea, we both had this idea to be able to farm year round. We've tried farming in Niagara year round, but we never bought these expensive greenhouse rigs and whatnot. So we really didn't like struggling with the idea of winter 6 months a year. So here we are in Portugal. I've planted this banana tree. I mean, we've planted all the cool things here. So we spent our first little while here off grid in Portugal planting things, planting plants that we want to enjoy. So this plant right here, this whole plant, this is named Devani after one of my favorite longtime Twitter fans, Twitter followers, whatever you want to call them, Twitter people. They take a banana out of Devani. This little one here is Kim, after Kim underscore Serious or Kim Klein. She was actually the first person to ever pre-order my book about investing. And you can pre-order my book if you feel like it. Go to adamjosh.com/shop. And I've written a book about investing, radical trailblazing investment ideas. And now that we're settled here, what I mean by settled is it's not like every day is some chaotic thing. We still have lots to do, but the plan is I'll find a publisher here in Bali Came or somewhere around Lule in the Algarve, Portugal, and I'll find a publisher here and publish it here as somebody who's a farmer here in Portugal. So when some people come to Portugal, you know, they bring some money. Like, I think most Portuguese people expect tourists to come to the Algarve and bring some money. But when your boy comes, he brings love in his heart. He brings a desire to plant and watch the Portuguese soil deliver fruit. I come with harmony. I'm not here to hurt animals or hurt the landscape. We're not making condos here. We're working with the existing landscape that we have and trying to keep it kind of the way it is while improving it.
The other day on the last morning banana show, I put a banana peel right there. It's still there. The beauty of the morning banana show here in Portugal is we're going to watch all these ideas together. And maybe one day we'll even get a banana out of little Kim there, little Kim, or Davani. Yeah. So how have you guys been? More importantly, as I said in the last morning banana show, if you're watching this and you think, "Wow, I'd like to go camping. I'd like to check out the mountains of Portugal." If that's winter, I wonder what summer is. Maybe you want to escape. You can just send me a message. We're not hard to find. We're in the mountains of Portugal, but like one of the reasons we got this land, we bought the land here, is because it's a very miraculously placed land. I say that because it's 15 minutes from Faro International Airport. We'd be at the beach in 10, 15 minutes. Like I'm talking the ocean and beautiful beach in 10, 15 minutes. We're close to Faro, 5 minutes from a grocery store, Lidl and Aldi, and some main name grocery stores. We're a few minutes from a Leroy Merlin, which is the equivalent of like Home Depot, except from France. More banana peels over here. So you could come visit because we're connected to the European mainland. We didn't go to Madeira, for example, which we thought about. We thought about going to the islands. You know, I have we have a family cottage in PEI, and I thought about islands. Don't get me wrong. I thought about Hawaii. I probably even talked to some of the people who follow me on X about where they're from. Like I was thinking about uh, not the Dominican Republic, but not Cuba. It'll come to me. Doesn't matter. I was thinking about a lot of different things, and we thought about going to visit some. But instead, when we talked to people who live there, we traveled around Europe. We were thinking, where are we going to? Our plan was always to find somewhere where we could grow things year round. That was always the plan. And of course, people here, the locals, because they're convinced that it's winter, they like to like. I've talked about this before. They kind of romanticize winter, like they can't grow anything in winter. Everything you see around us that we've planted here, the bananas, is all everything that we've planted has been in winter. But I mean, if you convince yourself that it's winter and you convince yourself that you can't plant anything, sure, it might be a little bit slower than you'd like, but it doesn't mean that you can't grow something in winter here. Quite the opposite, in fact. We have so many things that have grown here in winter because the climate is blessed. It's just a blessed climate, Mediterranean climate, blue zone climate. So we're still struggling with a name for the thing that we're doing. Like, for example, if one of you watching this says, you know what, I'm going to take you up on that offer, Adam. I want to go vegan camping and vegan immersion. I want to go camping on your farmland and pitch a tent somewhere and hang out for a few days for the weekend and see what your lifestyle is all about. Maybe you want to know what being vegan is like, or vegan farming. Maybe you're interested. So at this point, if you were to come here and say, okay, I'm going to pay for my time to stay here, we would just kind of guess and talk to locals about what to charge you, maybe 20 euros a night. We don't know, something like that. And we don't have a business name. So something that we're working on, because it's so convoluted, right? Desiree and I are vegans, farmers. This is like blue zone immersion because you're in the mountains. We're at something like 800 feet elevation from sea level right now. We're not super high up, but we're not at sea level. So we're thinking like vegan immersion, blue zone, farm stay, permaculture, Balicame, Portugal, something like that, and campground. It's a lot going on. So if you have any recommendations, we're still up in the air. We've been meditating and talking to the land here and asking for some ideas, but up until now, You need to have a sign. At first, I thought BFF, Blue Zone Farm Stay, or BF, Blue Zone Farm Stay. But that doesn't really indicate that we're vegan. And we want people who are interested in veganism to come here and check it out, or people who are already vegan. I would say people who are open to veganism, who are like, how do they do it? I would love to. I mean, if you follow me on X, you see how we eat. I mean, I don't eat like fruits and salad all the time. I love fresh fruit. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not a salad all the time type of eater. I love all types of Asian food, Indian, Pakistani food. I love all types of soul food, and we are also Desiree and I both we have experience in the restaurant industry, as some of you may know. I've built some restaurants and managed some restaurants, so I'm not a certified chef, but I'm a chef. I know how to cook. So we cook really good food at home, so we don't really see a need to go out that much to eat. So last night for example, we had a fire right about 20 feet that way, and we had burgers, we had potatoes, sweet potato, we had peppers, and it was a whole what you would call like I don't know American soul food for supper. And we don't do that all the time, but it was something that we all enjoyed. The kids fell asleep right afterwards. So, in other news, this is kind of delicate to say, delicate and tricky because Desiree is more private than I am. So, hear me out here. A little bit tricky, a little bit delicate, but I want you who follow the Morning Banana Show to celebrate with us that there are many documents that you need to be able to legally go somewhere in the world. And Desiree, because she has a European background, is allowed to go many places in Europe. So, as of yesterday, Desiree is legally allowed permanently to be here on her farm. I don't really want to say any more than I just have. So, we were celebrating. So, next is everyone else. We went to the southwestern coast of Portugal the other day. If you follow me on X, I shared some photos. I might have shared some videos here on YouTube. So Portugal has two coasts, which the surfers love. They have the west coast and they have the south coast. And then you go up, you hit Spain. You go east, you hit Spain. We've driven to Spain. So now we can confidently say we've been from the west coast of Portugal all the way to the right edge of Portugal, which would be the east side of Portugal, which would be the Spain border, Portugal-Spain border. So we've seen all the Algarve from one side to the other. We went all the way north to a little bit beyond Lisbon. I have not been to Porto, and I have not been to Spain on the northern side of Portugal. So we went to the southwestern most point of Portugal, which also happens to be the most southwest point that you can go in the entirety of Europe. So it's a pretty spectacular place. Sagres, pretty spectacular place for two different reasons, and the surfers love it. There's a whole like Sagres is like Niagara Falls, Clifton Hill, but for surfers. There's like surf shop, cafe, surf shop, surf shop. Here comes some bikers down the trail, bicyclists. There's never anybody coming up and down this road, but sometimes there's some bicyclists. Not that they would watch this Morning Banana Show, but like, hey, I'm shouting the cyclists in the area. We also have tourist trucks that come down here, and we're like gonna flag them down and be like, hey, come on in and see how the vegans live. Yeah. So as far as like inviting people here, what I'm saying is you can come camp out right now. Nobody's stopping you if you have the money for a ticket and whatnot, or you have an RV and you're in Europe and you feel like taking the drive to the southwestern, to the Algarve in Portugal. You're a surfer maybe and you want to be 10 minutes from the beach, we'll entertain you if you're interested in veganism, or, if you have some money, we'll entertain you just for a business sake. We have a lot of land here, and yeah. So what I'm saying is, we don't have a business name yet. we have ideas, but if you wanted to come hang out here, we could do it. We're not here specifically to run business. We're here because this is where our heart wants to be. We want to, our values are aligned right now in this space in time in Portugal, in this location. So, with all that being said, I had some yogurt here I did not even get to. I'll have one bite. Vegan yogurt. I hope that you guys have a great day. Thank you for following the Morning Banana Show. You didn't even know it was going somewhere, and now you realize. We've named a lot of the plants here. Maybe I'll name one after you. We'll see. Follow me on X at adamjosh.com. If you feel like sending some inquiries about staying here, you can just send me a message anywhere. You can shoot me an email to adam@adamjosh.com or to the X platform. I don't really allow comments on my YouTube videos, and I don't really check my inbox on YouTube because I have not had a great relationship with YouTube over the years, and I don't care to police or control comments. So I just keep them off and try to direct my inbox to one place, adam@adamjosh.com. Okay, everybody. Have a great day. We're going to go do some other fun things today and then get back to farming. Have all the plywood and whatnot that we need to build a trellis right there, so we'll get to that. Take care. Bye-bye.